Hi everyone and welcome to oddscheck.com, the home of hidden value in the sports betting marketplace. So the FIFA World Cup 2022 has finally kicked off, and despite a rather limp start for the host Qatar, the games provided plenty of goals, some impressive performances and even some late drama. In this video, we'll look at the second round games for groups A and B, and we'll be asking the question, who are you backing to grab all 3 points? Well, oddscheck.com is your home to find the best odds on each and every World Cup 2022 game. Plus, with our exclusive premium bet finder tool, we instantly show you where there may be significant value to be had in the market. In fact, in a moment, I'll show you that there could be some interesting value to be had on Ecuador, Iran and the USA. But first, let me take you through the top available odds for the key matches. The early kickoff on Friday the 25th sees Wales take on Iran in Group B. Gareth Bale rode to Wales's rescue once again as the captain's late penalty salvaged a draw against the United States in his country's first World Cup game for 64 years. No country had waited as long between a first and second appearance at the tournament as Wales had done. But their first half performance failed to match the magnitude of the occasion. In fact, it wasn't until the introduction of Bournemouth striker Kiefer Moore on half-time, which provided the catalyst to a much improved second half. Will he get the nod from the start against Iran? The last time these two met was 1978, a game which the Welsh won 1-0, and top odds for them to win again here are 2.20 or 6-5. In a game bursting with strong political messages, Iran never quite got going on the pitch, suffering their worst ever World Cup defeat in a 6-2 loss to England. After the early setback of losing their goalkeeper to a suspected concussion, their only real moment of joy was when Taremi thumped home a super finish before a slightly suspect penalty late on. Can Carlos Queiroz pick his team back up for the clash with Wales? Top odds for them to win are 4.10 or 31-10. For the draw, it's 3.20 or 11-5. Just 3 hours later, over in Group A, host Qatar are taking on the African champions Senegal. It was a debut to forget for Qatar. Felix Sanchez's side were easily beaten 2-0 by Ecuador, failing to muster a shot on target in the entire contest, and they became the first host side in the tournament's history to lose their opening game. Was it first night nerves or something more serious? Qatar are the Asian champions and have an experienced squad with 5 players earning 100 caps or more, but nothing short of a win against Senegal will keep their tournament alive. Top odds for them to win are 6.40 or 27-5. Senegal, who won last year's African Cup of Nations, flew to Qatar with high expectations but suffered a major blow last week when star forward Sadio Mane was ruled out for the World Cup with a leg injury, and his absence showed. Despite the dance and unwavering drum banging of the colourful Senegalese fans, they looked pedestrian in attack until the closing minutes when Idrissa Gueye and also Ismaila Sarr both went close. Will the 2-0 defeat be the impetus the Lions of Teranga need to beat Qatar? Top odds for them to take all 3 points are 1.68 or 17-25. For the draw, it's 3.90 or 29-10. Staying in Group A, the Netherlands meet Ecuador. 2 late goals from the Netherlands sealed an important victory in their World Cup opener against Senegal as PSV Eindhoven forward Cody Gakpo beat Chelsea goalkeeper Edouard Mendy to the ball to nod in the Dutch first goal with 6 minutes remaining. A second was then added deep into stoppage time to leave the final score 2-0. It was an underwhelming performance at times from the Dutch, but they did enough to come through arguably their toughest match in the group. And up next is Ecuador, a team they've never lost to. Top odds for them to get another win here are 1.84 or 21-25. Ecuador eased past World Cup debutants Qatar 2-0 on Sunday, with 2 goals from veteran striker Enner Valencia. An early penalty, followed by a well-taken 31st minute header, gave the South Americans a commanding first half lead, which was rarely troubled, despite noticeably taking their foot off the gas in the second half. After reaching the last 16 in 2006, Latry could guarantee another chance to equal that achievement with a win against the Dutch. Top odds for them to do it are 5.20 or 21-5. For the draw, it's 3.65 or 53-20. The final game on Friday is the late kickoff in Group B as England take on the USA. England's World Cup campaign opened in thoroughly convincing fashion as they outclassed Iran by 6-2 in an incident-packed match in Doha. This was only the second time England have scored 6 goals in a major tournament, and despite a stunning brace by Saka, it was teenager Jude Bellingham who opened the scoring with his first England goal in the 35th minute and then went on to give one of the finest, most complete midfield performances the Three Lions have seen for many a year. Will he retain his place for the game against the USA, or will Southgate keep to his plan to rotate? Top odds for England to win are 1.59 or 59 to 100. It was a classic game of two halves for the USA. After their dominant first 45 and 1-0 lead was eventually hauled back to a 1-1 draw with Wales. Timothy Weah scored a classy goal in the 36th minute to give the US the lead at half-time, and the Stars and Stripes probably could and should have had more. It was a tremendously physical clash, with the Americans finishing the game on 4 yellows and eventually conceding the penalty which gave up their lead. If they can match their first half intensity for the full 90 against England, then this could be the first time they beat the Three Lions in a World Cup match since 1950. Top odds for the Yanks to win are 6.75 or 23 to 4. For the draw, it's 4.25 or 13 to 4. Now, whether you'd like to bet on these games or any others, Oddsjet.com also helps you to quickly see the bets where the highest paying bookie is offering significant value over their competition. How? Well, we do this with our exclusive premium bet finder tool found near the top of the screen. Here, you can see that we've moved the slider to 12% plus, and in doing so, the premium bet finder tool automatically highlights the bets where the potential profit at the top paying bookie is 12% or higher than that of the median or the middle bookie. So we can see that there is at least a 12% divergence in value between the top and middle bookie for a win for Ecuador. So if you fancy a bet on the South Americans to make it 2 wins from 2 against the Dutch, then there's 12% more potential profit to be made. Now, if I slide the premium bet finder tool back down to 8% plus, we can see a serious divergence in value between bookies for some other potentially interesting bets, noticeably wins for both Iran and the USA. So if you fancy a bet on any of these results, then there's 8% more potential profit to be found between the top and middle bookies. Now, of course, due to regulations, we can't actually show you which bookies have the top odds in this video. To view your actual results, you'll find links in the video description to head on over to oddsjet.com. Remember, bookmaker odds can change between the time we made this video and the time at which you view it, so do make sure to subscribe to the channel and ensure to turn on notifications using the bell icon so you can take advantage of our updates as they happen. Now, even if the odds have changed, Oddsjet.com and our premium bet finder tool are always here to help you find the highest available odds and explore interesting value in the sports betting marketplace. Well, that's all for this video, but we'll have more updates for you very soon. If you found it to be helpful, please do let us know by hitting the like button, and be sure to get your predictions into the comments below. Enjoy the games, and remember, please play responsibly.